Kissing bug disease will spread in USA from September 2025, and it is far dangerous than we think. Disease is called Chagas, and it spreads very fast. Small brown bugs called kissing bugs fly into the towns in USA. These bugs bite people on their faces. The bugs carry tiny germs that make people very sick. Most people don't even know they got bitten by the bugs. The bugs hide in beds, couches, and dark places. People feel sore throats and feel very tired. Their faces get swollen where the bugs bit them. Kids feel sick and don't want to eat their food. Adults get fevers, and their bodies hurt all over. The sickness starts in California and moves to other states. Hospitals are full of sick people. After a few days, some people have heart attacks, even if they're young. Others get strokes and can't move parts of their body. People who seemed okay suddenly get very sick. Schools close because too many kids are sick. Stores run out of bug spray and window screen. What do you think of this? And stay safe.
A parasitic infection from so-called kissing bugs has made its way to California and is causing some concern.
The infection is spreading in several ways, mainly through those bugs, and can cause chronic problems. Circle of Health reporter Denise Sador is in studio and has more on the Chagas disease and what you need to know about it.
Oh yeah, we are definitely doing our public service here. The bugs that can transmit Chagas disease are now firmly entrenched in Southern California. A heart attack or stroke may be the first time you learn you have this fairly rare parasitic infection that often goes undiagnosed and untreated. In the wooded areas of Griffith Park live tiny insects that could harbor a dangerous parasite. The so-called kissing bugs often attack the face.
I think if something bit me on the cheek, I would know.
But most who get bit don't know they're infected. People often ignore the initial symptoms, such as flu-like illness and rash, or they don't experience any.
A lot of people get infected when they're little children, very, very young. And it can stay dormant for 30, 40, 50 years and then manifest itself as premature heart-related issues.
Dr. Suman Radhakrishna with Dignity Health California Hospital says Chagas disease can lead to heart attack, stroke, and difficulty swallowing. Of the 300,000 infections nationally, researchers say California has about a third of those cases. Los Angeles County now tests for Chagas and collects data. Most of the infections occurred in other countries.
But about another.
Kissing bug disease.
Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Those who rule well and learned this truth from. Salutation to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth. And all sincerity and diligence, risking both your lives and freedoms to do so. Shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await the second exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. This is your brother Rakaga Bar. And I want to do this brief lesson because, you know, we're living in Egypt all over again, man. OK, and this is the reason why the Lord has risen the elect Israelites up, because he's about to send his son Yahweh Shah to deliver us. All right, from modern day Egypt. All right. And when you understand it, OK, before the Lord delivered us from Egypt, he smote Egypt with plagues, man. OK, you read about the plagues. He smote Egypt with a series of plagues. And, you know, I want to do this brief lesson because when you go into matter of fact, let's jump there. When you go into 2nd Ezra 15, the Lord tells you he's going to smite Egypt with plagues again. OK, and it's the reason why you had these particular diseases that will pop up in the news. And we know, all right, they got, Bill Gates with his, genetically modified, insects and mosquitoes and shit. We understand that they weaponize particular diseases, but it's ultimately the doing of the Lord, man. OK, when you have these outbreaks in diseases that may be they may start out to where they only affect animals or cattle. And then next thing you know, they're transmissible to humans. Well, you got to understand that shit's being weaponized, man. And, I want to do this lesson because the Lord is smiting this place with plagues, man. And it's going to get much worse because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to die, from particular pestilences. OK, we had the whole C-19 scare, 5 years ago, which it don't even seem like it was that long ago. But you got people still walking around with masks to this day, man. We was at camp the other day, Jake walking around with masks on, man. So the psychological, effects of that lockdown is pretty much still on people. And there's going to be a more devastating pestilence is released, man. They're really going to start taking people out. I think it was a Bill Gates insider. They said that they're going to, they pretty much went into that, that they're going to release particular viruses or whatnot that's really going to start claiming lives out here, man. And, this is the doing of the Lord, okay, because before he delivers us, he's going to smite this place all over again. Now, this is 2 Ezra 15. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before." And this is the key. Okay, the Lord smiting Egypt with plagues as before, showing you that this is going into this place, man. All right, which this place is also known as Egypt and Sodom when you read it in the book of Revelation. Okay, so the Lord is what? Smiting this place, smiting Egypt all over again. It says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. Okay, and when you go into those plagues, you had a lot of plagues that dealt with insects, locusts, the plague of the frogs. Okay, the rivers turned into blood. All the drinking vessels, everything in that held water, it all turned into blood, man. See, understand that these particular things are about to happen all over again. So I don't know if this particular Simpsons episode, if this truly aired or if this was made after the fact or whatever the case may be. We know that they do they call it predictive programming. Okay, we know that they like to pretty much forewarn you what they're going to do with these particular shows and films. But nonetheless, man, this is the doing of the Lord. Okay, he's going to send plagues and pestilences on this place that's going to wake you people the hell up, man. To really, when people going to start dying out here. All right, and to the point to where the hospital is going to be overran. And really, scriptures speak about the body shall be cast out as dung, because there's going to be so much death in these days ahead that it's going to be like walking outside and walking over some dog shit, or walking over a fucking cigarette butt, or some gum somebody spit out. This is easy it is for you to walk outside and see those things, man. That's how it's going to be with these bodies, man. Because there's going to be a lot of death. Okay. All right. Let's grab this in Ezekiel 7 and 15. It says the sword is without, and that's going into the war. Okay, World War III. Okay, which Ezekiel the 7th chapter. This was initially going into ancient Israel. Okay, but this applies to this place, man. Okay, we can apply it to America, Babylon the Great, because the wickedness has reached the heavens, and so the Lord is going to smite this place all over again. All right, now it says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. Okay, and the elder out here just did a video going into the farmers. Okay, pretty much crying out. All right, because this is famine, man, is about to hit this place. Okay, and Trump is the tariffs and the moves that he's making is putting America at a is putting America at a hindrance, man. So yeah, it says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Meaning what? In translation, there's going to be no way to escape, man. Okay, the Lord is going to send so many plagues on this place, whether it be the military, the chaos from the Civil War, the ICE raids and shit, the National Guard, the World War III, all right, or the plagues, this parasitic infection from a kissing bug, all right, they fucking around and cost you your life, man. This is why you should fear the Lord.
23%.
Okay, because this is why you should fear the Lord, man. It ain't nothing for him to start unleashing these things, man. And you people gonna realize it and wake the hell up when it's too damn late, man. When bodies start to hit the flow, then hey, you know what time it is, man. But I'm going to end it there. You know, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shah, DTA Wababa Ball. Shalom.